Hello, everyone. Glenda Mollet here, and welcome to my craft room. I'm in the middle of opening up some brand new cutting plates for my machine because wait till you see the condition of my old ones. Oh my gosh, they're bad. Okay, so I'm just going to go over here to my Facebook page and hopefully things will cooperate. There I am. I am going to share it to a group. And where is it? There we go. All right. We're ready to rock and roll. Yes, new cutting plates. It's always so much fun to open new cutting plates. I don't know about you, but I find it extremely satisfying to get those cutting plates out of that package. Well, first of all, you got to get them out of the package. Oh, well, hello, everybody. Look at everybody. Oh, look, brand new cutting plates. You can see through them. Yeah, I'll show you the one I have to replace. I only replace one at a time. I don't replace them both. You'll wait till you see what I've been dealing with all weekend. It's really sad. And I'm sorry that I do this, but I get as much use out of mine as I can. Look at this plate. It's got a big crack in it. It's all wibbledy, like it's not curved, it's wibbledy. And it is so, you can't even see through it anymore. So bye-bye in the garbage. Brand new. Ooh, I love it. So do you guys have problems cutting into something with a brand new cutting plate? Or are you good to just give it a go? Hello, everybody's in the pond. Look at that. Okay, let's go back up here and see. Marcia and Connie and Janet and Kathy and Sharon and Wendy. Hello, hello. And everybody else who I know is watching but doesn't comment. Hello to you too. Thanks for joining me tonight. I'm going to share with you how to create this super fun springy card because I decided I've had enough of the fog and the cold in the winter. We're going to do something springy tonight. So we're going to use my new cutting plate. I am using the Hello Ladybug stamp set, and it coordinates with the Ladybug Builder Punch. I'll do it so it's not shiny on you. So that. And then I'm using the Stitch Greenery dies. That's going to make a big mess out of my cutting plate. You just wait. And then the Dots and Spots die. Oh, thanks, Marcia. Hello, Miss Carmen. I'm also using the medium daisy punch. Going to finish it all off with some glossy dots because bling is always a good thing. And you'll probably notice I have one yellow one and two blue ones. So we'll see what bling we use on the new one, on our card tonight. Look at that. Isn't that fun? He's got wings and sparkle on the wings. Hello, Pat. There's the inside, a little bit of coloring, and the envelope. Okay. So, recipe for this. You got your pencils ready? You want the recipe for it? I will give it to you. One thick basic white card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, folded in half to make a lovely card. Then I have basic white, 5 1/4 by 4 for the inside. Marcia the Ladybug is very cute. Balmy blue, 5.5 by 4 1/4 because it's going to cover the entire front, not have a layer around or a frame around the outside. Basic white, 3 by 4, and that's this piece here in the background. Then basic white, 3.5 by 4, and that's to punch out the 4 daisies. This is Parakeet Party, and it is 2 by 3, and we're going to cut out some wings and make them leaves. Basic black, 2 by 2.5 to do the ladybug body. Real red, 1 by 2.5 or so to do the wings, and then a piece of vellum somewhere around the same size, because there's vellum wings under there. Did you see the vellum wings layered underneath the red ones? Oh, you know what? I forgot to get the dots for the wings. Always forget that. And then a piece of basic white that is 1.5 by 1.5, and that's going to be the sentiment. That's it. So I need to get one more block so I can get the dots in. There we go. So did everybody have a good weekend? Did you do stuff? We had a lovely weekend. Had bike rides with the grandchildren. I got to make cards. We had a grandchild overnight who has now decided that he's coming every Friday night now. Yay! Can't think of anything better. Hello, Dimity. Okay, step one. Step one. Balmy blue. And the dots and spots die. Now, we did discover, I did this with my senior group last week, and we did discover that you have to be cognizant, which is aware, of where you put your cardstock so you don't end up with half-cut holes. You want to make sure that you've got it up to the edge like that. So you want to make sure that you've got, there we go. Move it down just a hair. If you don't mind half-cut holes, that's fine. But if you want holes that are not half-cut, you really have to be aware of where you're putting it. Now, I do have a problem because, hang on, I just want to grab a couple of pieces of Post-it note here just to hold it in place. And I keep them on my light, and I had my light closed. Okay. Hello, Holly, Carolyn. Yay. Great weekend. Good. I'm going to run this through. Now, this, you don't have to cut this upside down. You can cut it right side up. You can cut it upside down. Doesn't matter. It's going to cut those holes. Oh, it moved. It's another thing. You got to make sure that you've got it straight, because this is a very straight edge die. And I've got it up too high, but that's okay. We're going to go for it. And remember, my tip that I always give is when you're putting something with a straight edge through your machine, put it at an angle on your cutting plates so that when your machine hits it, it grabs it in one place and is able to roll over top. If you put it like this and the machine has to come here and then bounce up and over, it's harder to crank it through, and you won't get as, sometimes you don't get the die cutting right up at the top because when it's bouncing, it's skipping a bit. So put your die in at a jaunty angle. Are you ready to say goodbye to my nice clean plate? Because that's it. It's dead now. There we go. Running it through. Crack, crack. Ooh, love that sound. That's a good sound. There we are. There's holes in my... I get a lot of questions from new people when they first get their machine. They comment that, did they do something wrong because their cutting plates are marked up? And I have to give them the sad news that they haven't done anything wrong. The plates are meant to do that. So they are considered a consumable item. So I'm going to take this and put it over top of my garbage can and use my take your pick tool brush, this thing, over top of it to get rid of those whole pieces that are hanging in there. Man, what did we do before we had this thing? There we go. See, it took them all out. See that? Yay! So I have to give them, oh, it should have come down. Look at that. Oh, well. Oh, well, that's life. I have to give them the bad news that their cutting plates are going to score and mark up. It's just part of it. Okay, so now while we're doing the rest of it. I'm just going to put my Tombow glue on here so that it's dry to put my card together. So I hauled my hubby out on a bike ride. I don't remember whether I did it before we talked last time or since we talked, but he has problems with his legs and his back. So we got him an electric bike so that he can come on bike rides with us and not have to worry about whether he can get home or not. So I hauled him out on a bike ride and I didn't tell him how far we were going. Yeah, he was a little mad at me. Like, where the heck are you taking me? Okay, now this is the piece that is 3x4. And I'm going to get the stitched. Oh, we don't have snow, Marcia. No. No snow. Our snow was all gone just shortly after Christmas. So I'm going to put, this one also doesn't matter if you go upside or downside or how you do it, because this, although it's called a die, it's not really a die because it doesn't cut anything. All it does is stitch, put stitch lines in there. Okay, see what it does? Isn't that cool? So while you're watching this, don't forget to give me a little bit of love. Hover over the video, hit the like button or the heart button or the laugh button or something. Get me some reactions. And this is in my public page, so you can also share it too, which would be lovely if you don't mind sharing and commenting, and just hover over top of it till you see there we go. Thank you, everybody. Oh, that makes me so happy. And oh my gosh, it sure makes Facebook happy. Let me tell you. Because they see everybody interacting with me and they say, ooh, look at the engagement that one's getting. We'll just push that out so everybody can see it. Okay, I'm going to punch 4 daisies out of this piece of basic white. Done with that. So there's our 4 daisies. And we'll get I'm going to do 2 sets of wings for flower petals. Like that. Rid of these pieces. And then we need a whole ladybug body out of the black. And then out of the red. You're watching me on this big screen? Oh, Marcia. Oh, hi, Lori. Good. I'm glad you could make it. Can you tell me the base size? Oh, it's 8.5 by 5.5 Dimity, but you're in Australia, so your base sizes are a little bit different than mine. Okay, so I have the body. Oh, I didn't do the Velcro. I didn't do the Velcro rings. Hi, Diana. I didn't do the vellum wings, so we're going to pop those in there and do a set of vellum wings too. Now I think I've got everything. Get rid of the garbage. Got our daisies, got the leaves, got the ladybug and assorted pieces. Got to stamp the stamp or the sentiment on there. Okay, I'm using Memento ink. And the stamp set that comes in, or the sentiment that comes in the stamp set. May your greatest wish come true. Because who doesn't have birthday wishes, right? Oh, apparently that's the wrong size. Oh, well, let's just put it down here and then I'll trim it. Oh, it's crooked. Let's try that again. Hold my breath. There you go. I don't know why I cut that so big. That's bizarre. But what size did I say it was supposed to be? 1.5 by 1.5. And that's what it is, but that's not what that is. So let's just change that and make it 1.125 by 1.125. So I'll be right back. Just going to cut that. One and an eighth by 1.125. Oh, that's better. That's a better size. Okay, now we need the wings. We need the dots for the wings. And we're going to ink them up. Now, if you want to double stamp this and aren't good at lining things up, use your Stamparatus to do this part. Because sometimes when you're stamping on colored cardstock like this, sometimes you don't get good coverage. Ooh, that's not bad the first time around. I think I'm good with that. There's the wings. And I'm just going to stamp the little bug on the inside. Come here. And there we are. And then I'm going to color it with the dark Real Red Stampin' Blend. So did you guys get to see my coloring class yesterday? And I'm going to put that on the envelope. If you missed it, I was coloring images with the Stampin' Blends last night in my VIP group. So if you missed it, pop on over there and have a look. Okay, get that out of the way because I'm done with that. This whole ladybug thing is way cute. Some watched it and some didn't. I'm coloring again, but I'm not blending. I'm just doing straight coloring. No blending required. It was fun. We had some interesting results because when I do stuff like when I do my coloring classes, I don't prep anything other than the stamped image. And I don't have preconceived colors in my head. It's whatever I feel like when I start the coloring. So we had fun last night. Well, I had fun. I hope you guys had fun, those of you that joined me for the live. And if you're going to watch the replay, thank you. Don't forget, it's the last week to register for my Seaside Bay class. Registration is open until the 1st of February. Okay, let's get this inside and get it out of the way. Oops. Dimensional stuck on there. Get off. There. Registration's open till the 1st of February. If you live in Canada, you have a few options of how you can participate in the class. Okay, where's my base? I hid it. There we go. Oh, no, Kathy. Well, the replay's there. Head on over to my VIP group. It's there. If you live in Canada, you can get the kit plus the pearls, or you can buy the bundle and get the pearls and qualify for a free celebration item. Or you can buy the suite, which includes the pearls. Oh, and these two come with card kits. So you're paying full price for the card kits. This one, you're getting a discount on the card kits. Buy the suite, which includes the pearls, get 2 free celebration items, and 3 kits for free to make the cards. If you don't live in Canada, you can get the tutorial only option and then stamp with us on the 22nd of February or with the video tutorials. And it's also part of my monthly tutorial subscription. So if you are doing the class, you get 3 cards. Get the tutorials for 3 cards. All my classes always include video tutorials and a complete supply list and measurement list. So I just put the dots and spots die cut onto the front of my card. Now I'm going to put this one with a stitched greenery on there. If you get my monthly tutorial subscription, you get tutorials for 4 cards. 3 of them are the cards that are included in the class, and 1 is a bonus that only goes to my tutorial subscribers. And it also includes the free or the video tutorials and the PDF with all the measurements. Okay, I'm just making sure that's straight before I push it down. So if you are interested in that, make sure you contact me. All right, so we have our ladybug. So I need to put a little bit of glue on the top of the wings. This is the vellum. And you don't want to put glue anywhere except right at the very top where it's going to be covered up by the red, because it will show. Because I don't care what kind of adhesive you use on vellum, it shows. People tell me to use the adhesive sheets, but it turns the vellum a funky color, and I don't like doing that. Okay, so we'll let those 2 dry off stage, where I'm not going to get my big gomping paws in them. And I'm going to pull out a stamping paper. So this week is my Playing in the Rain class, and I can't wait. We're going to have so much fun. Yes, Marcia, in the US, it's tutorials only because I'm not allowed to send product across the border. So I have my 4 punched images, and I'm going to use Daffodil Delight. But you prep, and a sponge dauber. You prep the kits yourself, and then you come and join us for the class on Zoom. So you don't have to do the cards alone if you don't want. You can join us to make the cards. It's just that I can't send product across any border. I can't send it to the US. I can't send it to Europe. I can't send it to Australia. We are committed to Canada. Okay, did the insides of all 4 of those. And I'm going to turn 2 of them over. Now you can use glue dots if you want on this, but I've got my Tombow, so I'm just going to stick some Tombow in the back. I like the Tombow because it allows me time to put this on top of the other one and move it if I don't like its placement. Because you want your daisies to line up. So there's one, and we'll do the other one. Now you can offset them. You don't have to have them exactly lined up. You can offset it a bit like that. Okay. Get rid of this. Now, these we're going to use, these are the wings, and we're going to use those for leaves. But I didn't like them spaced so far apart, so I'm just cutting them in half. Get my silicone mat here because I want to add a little bit of adhesive to the bottom of them. My adhesive is running out. We'll see if I got enough to keep this, add adhesive to all 4 of these. And yeah, so far, good to go. Oh, see, the red thing. It's the red color of death there. Okay. Now, oops. I have 1 daisy, and I'm going to take the green leaves, and we're going to pop those in behind the daisy like that. And then we'll just get some Tombow on there. We'll just put that up there in the corner like that. Okay, now this one, I'm going to do the same thing. Like that. Put some Tombow on there so they stick. And we'll put that right about there, I think. That should leave us enough room for the ladybug. So there's the bug. And there's the vellum. We'll just pop that vellum on top of there where it's supposed to go. And you see what happens when you put adhesive on vellum? You see that line there? That's what happens when you put adhesive on vellum. And I don't care what kind of adhesive you use, it always shows. So if you're using this on a card without making wings, you want to make sure you put your adhesive underneath where you have a sentiment or something. Okay, now this I'm going to, oh, hang on. I put it up too high. Pull that off, move it down a bit because I want to offset those wings and I don't want him to look like he's got a turtleneck on. There we go. There we are. Isn't that cute? Let's put some Wink of Stella on those dots. Because Wink of Stella is fun. And I'm going to do the ends of the antenna. I was just about going to call them antlers. Not an antler. All right. Dimensionals. Wonder who that is that just came into my house. There's not supposed to be anybody home. Hubby's doing grandpa duty tonight. Okay, we'll put the ladybug on here like that. And my pokey tool. Put dimensionals on the sentiment. Just pop those in there. And there we go. Isn't that cute? It's adorable. Now let's put some bling on here. Hello? Okay. Nobody's there. So should we put, what colors should we put in the middle of the flowers? Do you want yellow or do you want blue, red in the center of these two flowers? I kind of like the blue on there. You better check. Oh, that's probably hubby. Grandpa duty's over, I guess. Nobody has an opinion of what color for the center of my flowers? All right. I'll just make an executive decision and I'll go one of each. One of each. I'll put the blue one up here. And put the yellow one there. And put another yellow one up here. Right there. And that's it. There's our flower. Not bad. Half an hour, or our card, half an hour, and we created the card. Super cute card. Don't let me forget I've got draws to do tonight too. Holy macaroni, I'd almost forgot that. Don't forget to comment and share and like my video. Just hover and make Lots of happiness happen. Okay. Aw, thanks. Thanks, everybody. Oh, Lord. Okay. What else was I going to tell you? Oh, during celebration, you can join my team and you can get $225 worth of stuff of your choice for only $135. And if you want one of the mini stamp and cut and emboss machines, you can get either the blue one or the white one. Woohoo! Okay, I've got my draws all ready to go. So let me pop that over there and open up. We'll do Share It Saturday first, and then I'll do the 50% off. Take that off, get it all set up. Go back here, go there. There we go. All right. So there's the draw for Share It Saturday. Hang on. I got to make my keyboard accessible here. I'm going to delete the heading and the row. And I'm going to shuffle once, shuffle twice. And the winner of Share It Saturday, where's my list? Hang on. Where did I put my list? I'm sorry. Hang on. Oh, Lord. I need to get my list so I can write down who's winning. What did I do with it? There it is. Panic averted. Hang on. I got it. Okay. Share It Saturday. I know you guys are probably laughing at me. Here we go. The winner of Share It Saturday for January the 14th is, drum roll, please. Congratulations to Connie. Yay, Connie. So Connie will have a card on the way to her. Okay, so let me go here, go that. Congratulations, Connie, and thank you for sharing. Yes, Dimity, you were on there, I think. No, yours is this week. This is for last week, Share It Saturday, not this week, Share It Saturday. So you're in the new one. Okay, so I'm going to go here and go there and here. And this is for the 50% off item. Now, you can only be in Canada to be entered into this draw. And I'm going to delete the heading, delete the row, shuffle once, shuffle twice. And the winner of the 50% off item is, drum roll, please, Yvonne. Woohoo! Congratulations, Yvonne. I think Yvonne were on last time too. There we go. So put that back there. So congratulations to Yvonne for winning the 50% off item draw. I got to write that down before I forget. Yvonne told me she wants to order the Around the Bend bundle, so I will get in touch with Yvonne. Yvonne, if you are watching, I will be sending out an email to you right away to confirm what you want to order. And I'm just going to pop this over and show you. There's the class. You got till February the 1st to register. There's the 3 cards that we'll be making in the class. You'll get kits for them. If you get the tutorial only, then you'll get the tutorials for these 3. If you belong to my monthly tutorial subscription, which is open anytime, $15 a month, and you get a bonus card. There we go. Yes, congratulations to Connie and Yvonne for winning the draws tonight. And thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed tonight. And tomorrow night, I will be live at 8 o'clock tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Pacific time, same time as tonight, because Paper Pumpkin, I got Paper Pumpkin on Friday. So I'm going to do the unboxing for Paper Pumpkin tomorrow, and we'll see what we come up with. So bring your ideas with you, because when I'm doing the alternatives, I always ask for your input to see what we can come up with. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening and tomorrow, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. Stamping Smiles. Bye for now.